Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. Welcome back. In part 2 of our pierogi series, we're focusing on how to cook, serve and store pierogi so they taste their best every time. Let's jump right in. A quick guide to the most popular pierogi fillings. Pierogi fillings change by region, season and family habit, so names can vary. Here are favorites you'll see again and again. Potato and farmer cheese, rusky. Creamy, mild and classic. Sauerkraut and mushroom. Tangy, earthy and very traditional. Meat. Often minced pork or beef, seasoned simply. Sweet cheese. Lightly sweetened, soft and comforting. Blueberry. Jammy fruit filling, great with a creamy topping. Strawberry. Bright and summery, especially when fresh. Spinach and feta style. A modern favorite with a salty bite. Lentil or bean. Common in some homes, hearty and budget-friendly. How pierogi are made at home, step by step, without stress. Homemade pierogi look impressive, but the process is steady and repeatable. Think of it like making little envelopes, each one sealed with dinner inside. Start with a basic dough idea. Flour, egg sometimes, water or milk, and a bit of fat like butter or oil. You mix until it comes together, then knead just until smooth. The biggest tip is to rest the dough before rolling. Resting relaxes it, so it rolls thinner without snapping back. While it rests, make your filling. For potato and cheese, mash until smooth and let it cool. For sauerkraut and mushroom, cook off extra moisture so the filling isn't wet. Warm filling can steam the dough and weaken seals, so aim for cool or room temp. Next comes shaping. Roll the dough on a lightly floured surface, cut circles, a cup works, add a small spoon of filling, fold and press the edges together. A firm pinch is usually enough, but you can crimp with a fork if you like the look. Cook pierogi by boiling in salted water. Slide them in gently and stir once so they don't stick. When they float, they're usually done, then you can scoop them out and serve right away or pan fry for extra flavor. Common mistakes are normal and they're fixable. Dough feels tough. It may need more rest or a tiny splash of water. Seams pop open. Use less filling, press more firmly and keep edges dry. Filling leaks water. Cook it down more, or chill it before stuffing. Pot gets crowded. Boil in batches so they don't glue together. Pierogi stick after cooking. Toss lightly with butter or oil once drained. Boiled or pan-fried. How cooking changes the taste and texture. Boiled pierogi are soft and tender, with a gentle chew. They taste clean, which is perfect for bold toppings like onions, bacon, or sour cream. The key cue is simple. Once they float to the top, let them finish for a short moment, then lift them out. Pan frying after boiling adds a second texture, crisp edges and a buttery, toasted flavor. Use a skillet, a bit of fat, and don't move them too soon. Let one side brown, then flip. If you like a hands-off option, you can bake or air fry boiled pierogi to re-crisp them, but watch closely so the dough doesn't dry out. Freezing, reheating, and meal prep tips that actually work. Pierogi are made for the freezer. Freeze them in a single layer on a tray first, then move them to a bag once solid. This keeps them from freezing into one big lump. Label the bag with the filling and date, because mystery pierogi always shows up later. To reheat from frozen, you've got two reliable paths. Boil until they float, or pan fry with a splash of water. For the pan, add water, cover with a lid to steam through, then uncover and brown. For food safety, cool fillings before stuffing, and don't leave cooked pierogi sitting out for long. Treat them like any other cooked dough and dairy food. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe.